So this is like the third time I'm recording this. It's getting really annoying. Hopefully this is the right one. Let's just talk to Reno. I heard about your opponent in the second round. He's a decorated soldier, although I believe he is retired now. He's a sniper from a kingdom that is allied, whether they want it or not, with the Arway plutocracy. Things like crawling over a mile or sniping an enemy camera are par for the course for him. Get it? He's of a completely different caliber than your first round opponent. Yeah, Shinji, I know. Sheesh, you really are pathetic. Your memories haven't returned and you're weak on top of that. I don't want to preach, but without memories, without your reason to fight, you're dead in the water. The ratio of put down to advice is kind of wonky there. I do get that. Rin says I have a handicap. The Holy Grail is won by individual motivation. To lack the core of that motivation is a problem. Yeah, pretty much. Only soldiers fight solely out of obligation. For the rest of us, we need to keep our eyes on the prize. You're not a strong-willed person or a soldier. By now, you should know that that's a weakness. Even if you got the strongest noble phantasm out there, you'll still make quick work of you. Yes, I don't know what's a noble phantasm, whatever. What's that confused look for? I'm talking about noble phantasms. Don't tell me you don't know. It's like King Arthur's Excalibur. A noble phantasm is a power that makes your servant a servant. Noble phantasms? Make my servant a servant? I do believe my question renders Rin Tosaka speechless. You don't have a noble phantasm? That would mean you aren't making full use of your servant's power. And yet you defeated Eldrake. And here I thought you'd relied on a really potent noble phantasm to defeat Eldrake. I might have to rethink my opinion of you. You better. But more and more, I'm getting the feeling that something's very off about you. I mean, your memories didn't return after preliminaries, and you can't use your noble phantasm either. You're a troublesome individual, you know that? Maybe a bug damaged your personal data when you exited the preliminaries. Possibly your magic circuit isn't functioning right. In any case, you have to fix the issue. Meanwhile, you better keep using your servant and updating their alteration of the soul. You may be able to use their noble phantasm if you strengthen your bond with your servant. The Seraph is supposed to treat all masters equally. If the Seraph sees that you can't use the noble phantasm, it will take corrective action. One more thing. Defeating an enemy isn't an invitation to forget that enemy ever existed. Jesus. It's helpful to know about who you fought, so take the time to look over your matrix. I'm not really going to do that, but whatever. Now let's just go to the chapel. Do some alteration of the soul. This reminds me of, what's that, a Bleach. Whatever. Yeah. I'm good. First floor. What's wrong? Are you thinking of what that girl said? That's right. This strange man is a servant. One just as capable of displaying incredible powers. Now that I'm a master, of course I can't avoid my curiosity about the noble phantasm thing. My noble phantasm? It's no better or worse than any other servant's. It's your call to... It's yours to call upon whenever you deem necessary. I have a duty to protect you, after all. I understand how a great warrior's tactics and tools could telegraph their identity to a wise master. It will be most advantageous if I wait as long as possible to use the noble phantasm. The computer beeps, which ends the conversation for now. I'll learn Arch's identity in due time. He says I'll know eventually, so I don't think it's right for me to keep questioning. The primary cipher key, okay. A trial, huh? Right. If I don't acquire both triggers, I won't be able to enter the battle. We have a task, let's go, Master. This trial is more pressing than Noble Phantasm at the moment. Oh yeah, I'm using my old New Game Plus save file for this because I lost the old one, the one I was using. I feel a presence near the entrance of the arena and crouch down almost instinctively actually. It is the old man I had spoken to earlier, then, with his servant more than likely by his side. I've just learned the identity of our next opponent. Though young, they did survive the first round, so be on your guard always. And I will not tolerate you acting solely on your gut feeling. Yeah, I get it. Don't care who our opponent is, my only goal is their death. Jesus, so edgy. And anyway, they've already killed once, have they not? Anyway, who made it through the first round is worthy a little respect, or is it that just me? Your arrogance will be the death of us. I need you to obey my commands if we are to survive. No more acting on your own like the first round. Winning battles is meaningless if we lose the war. Do you understand me? I will not tolerate your insubordination a second time. I got it. Jeez, old man. You can be a real pain in the ass sometimes. Real pain in the bottom. That skinny looking guy is the next servant we'll have to deal with, I see. He may look weak, but don't judge a book by its cover. Does he look weak? Whatever. Letting our guard down could prove fatal. This one's master looks very capable, unlike poor Eldrake, whose master was a jackass. He really was. In any case, I think this duel will prove to be a challenge. Do not stint whatever in your preparations. Let's just get this over with. Master, it looks like they entered the arena ahead of us. A confrontation with them is almost assured. Make sure that you're prepared before entering. If there is anything you feel needs your immediate attention, whatever, no, I'm good, yeah. Let us be on our way then. Our opponents will not be the same as before, so do not complacent. Let's do this. Can't I skip this? Yeah, whatever. There's a cutscene now. The moment I enter the arena, the very atmosphere sends warning messages screaming throughout my brain. Don't stop. Don't stop me now. However, I can't bring myself to move. It feels like both of my feet have been nailed to the floor. It's almost as if my body and mind have become disconnected and fear has taken over my basic instincts. I know that I have to get away as quickly as possible. The longer I stay here, the faster that death will come to claim me. Is this poison? You have to keep it together, Master. You're just begging to be attacked, standing still like that. The sound of Archer's calm voice brings me back to the reality and frees up my previously paralyzed thoughts. I am okay now. I can move my feet and hands. This place is lousy with poison. Something disappointed. This has to be the enemy's noble phantasm. He conceals himself in order to fight from a position of inaccessibility. A wise tactic to use, enemy or not. Archer furrows his brows for an instant, a silent criticism on my momentary display of anxiety. But all we need to do is to dispel all of this, right? That's a simple enough task. Once we destroy the source, all of this should disappear. Let's get a move on, Master. There's no reason to let this continue any longer than necessary. I sense a strange magic flowing from the tree. We're looking at the source. This poison should clear if we destroy it. Roger that, Archer. I hear the sound of two voices engaged in conversation at the end of the hall and slowly make my way over. Those voices can only belong to two people that I know of. It has to be Dan and his servant. So what do you want to do, Master? I'm okay with taking them down here and now. Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Let's stay quiet. While quieting my breathing, I give Archer a meaningful glance who raises a questioning eyebrow in return. Attacking now would be a bad idea, especially since I can probably get a lot of information just by listening. What is the meaning of this? What was that? I put up this little barrier so that you'd win, boss. Why wait until the elimination battle to take them out? If they drop out now, it will be an easy victory for us. Who gave you the command to do such a deed? Even scavengers such as volunteers that feed upon carrions have at least a single shred of dignity. It's obvious by the heat in their voices that they disagree about the strategy they want to follow. The use of the U tree is unnecessary for this fight. I thought I forbid you to use it. It seems to me that you lack the most important trait, pride. Pride, you say? Sorry, but I just can't see myself seeking something as useless as that. I mean, I'm all for it if that's all we need to do to win this whole thing. Really, it would be the best thing in the world if our enemies would just kill themselves in the face of our pride. I know, right? Sorry if I'm not nearly the man you are. I'm just a pragmatist that will resort to poison if it will guarantee a kill. I see. Violation of trust, ambushes, betrayal. These are the things you rely on battle. The servant put up the barrier on his own. It's obvious that there is disagreement about his actions. I have no moral qualms about using fields in battle, and I specialize in them myself. But just randomly spreading poison around like he did was just pathetic, not to mention gross pollution. Dan lowers his voice, although it's hard to determine whether he is doing so from scorn or disdain. I will not order you to lower this barrier now. However, should you choose to disobey me again, after a somewhat petulant reply of "Gotcha," the sense of their presence disappears and I sigh in relief. So there is discord between my enemy and his servant, while the differences in ability between us is great. This might be a key to victory in the second round. Probably, I don't fucking know. Don't really remember that. They probably won't. Almost level 11. Let's just destroy the thing. There it is, Master. This must be the source of the barrier. Magic flows from where the tree towers over the arena. There is so much of it that those who are unprepared will drown in poison. Damn pixelated leaves. Stay there, Master. With swords I hadn't even noticed him producing, Archer slices away the tree that produced the barrier. The destroyed tree vanishes as if nothing has ever been there. The moment the source of the barrier disappears, so does the pressure and pain crushing my body. But this barrier, we need to watch out for this servant. I leave the area to focus. First, I need more information. And let's just finish the arena. What's over here anyway? It kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy with all these items and switches. Get over here, you fuck. Oh yeah, there's a lot of enemies here. And let's just activate the switch first. Should probably use one of my skills here. Gain strength. Yeah, no. Maybe like this. Ah, fuck. I hope I'm right on the rest of them. Probably not on the fourth one. Yep. Okay, nice. Need to heal though. I hope I don't die. Minuscule small. What was it? I locked first, right? I broke first. Maybe like this, I don't know. Fuck. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay. Whew, that was fucking close. Don't need to die right now. What the? I didn't know this. What the hell? Anyway, double jump close. Oh, first trigger. Making up for the half of a century of battle experience that old knight has on you isn't really possible. But here's the good news, Master. The two of them don't trust each other, and we can exploit that. 5 days remaining. All of a sudden I hear voices down the hallway. One of them is familiar. Oh, it's Leo. Greetings, Sir Dan Blackmore. It's an honor to meet a knight of such renown. That's definitely Leo giving the refined greeting. Leo's servant is at his usual spot behind Leo, looming there like a silver shadow. More of a white, silver, yeah. Gawain preserves his silence, so the next voice is not his, but that of a man near Leo. The honor is mine to meet the Lord successor to the Arways in a place such as this. Certainly, you're not surprised. I am just here to retrieve what is rightfully ours. I am a novice to the battlefield, but my family decided that I was to be the one to go. It's an embarrassing confession to make to such a seasoned knight. The Almighty Grail. The Holy Grail is to be yours? Of course, we always must have it under our control, especially if its guardianship is vacant. Something so divine does not belong in the hands of a normal man, but in the embrace of a king. This Holy Grail war is annoying, but what can we do? You speak of a divine right of kings. Yes, I can see that's where you're coming from. I was talking to my opponent in the second round, Dan. They know of each other, but it seems like they've never met. Like they're both celebrities. So the Holy Grail is legitimate. To tell the truth, I was rather dubious on the whole. Oh no, I feel unsuitably roused. What? To think that at this age I would see the honor in questioning for the Holy Grail. Of course the Holy Grail is real. To your country most of all. Oh? And how have you arrived at that conclusion? Because of you, Sir Blackmore. You are not only a veteran but a knight decorated by the Queen. The fact that a man of your rank has been dispatching it is proof that the Holy Grail is real. What are you saying, young king? I am just an old soldier. The Queen could not spare a young life for this battle royale, hence I was called upon. You're close to the Queen, so you must have heard her displeasure of a certain allied organization. while the Queen's intentions do not reach a simple soldier's ears. Oh, I see. I beg your pardon. I shall take my leave. Let us be off, Gawain. As you wish. Why is Gawain's name with interrogation points anyway? After bidding farewell to Dan, Leo notices me and stops. It's been a while, Dark. Oh yeah, my name in this is Dark. I had heard you passed the first round. Congratulations. Are you ready for the second round? I'd wish you luck, but it's strange. The Black Knight's lance has splintered. No, perhaps he has exchanged it for a sword. If his conviction is no longer what it used to be, then perhaps you have a genuine shot at victory. Leo doesn't elaborate any further before leaving, then also left while I wasn't paying any attention. What the heck were they talking about in the first place? The harder I try to understand, the less of it makes sense. All I really grasped was that they both really want the Holy Grail. I don't believe there's some magic dreaming granting cup out there, but if they're both convinced, it probably does exist. I ignored their infighting for now. A bigger problem is that old knight's skills are beyond doubt. So you don't get slaughtered when it's time to face him. Why don't you train a little in the arena? Archer's right. If I don't get my abilities up to par, I won't have the chance at winning. Yeah, probably. Okay, this looks like a good spot to end the episode. See you next time.